in the booth, ready to bring you some Rocket League action, joined by somebody who everybody just saw on stream, somebody who everybody knows around here, good friend of mine, Squirrel. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Could be better, but we played our best. Didn't get the result that we wanted, but with that being said, it's still been a great night of Rocket League, so I can't complain.
Most definitely, most definitely. Losses always hurt, but we all got to go through them. We all got to take the L's sometimes, except for apparently Hydra this season, who are just absolutely going crazy. So big ups to them, but it's unfortunate. I'm sure you guys will pick it up. The Pineapples will pick it up next week. I know y'all are a good bunch, and you really got some good stuff going on, but not to stray away from what we are about to bring everybody. We're moving to the Challenger League. We got Ascension versus the Tigers. Ascension coming in at 4-3, so not the best record, but still positive. So they're looking, I believe they're currently in a tie for the second wild card in the Eastern Conference. So they're looking to catch a win here tonight against the Tigers to sort of secure that position, Squirrel.
Yeah, and this is a very important game. Like you mentioned, they're tied for second for the wild card place, and both of these teams are in the Eastern Conference. So this is a big game for that last spot, and Tigers really need this one if they want to pull a game ahead.
Most definitely. And I think we got everybody in the lobby. So before all the players join up here, I'd just like to go briefly over these rosters. On Ascension, we got the Green Glow, Rocker Man, Alpha, and Reed. And the Tigers are rocking ILXN Fusion, Rio, 416, Reflex, and I don't know either of those guys, but the last one, Blazing Dragon, many of you probably know from the once great Org F Space Jam. But he's going to be playing for the Tigers tonight. It looks like Yep, he is in the lobby, and ILXN Fusion. So Squirrel, how many of these guys do you recognize? I know the Green Glow and Blazing Dragon. That's about it.
I know a few of the guys. Blazing Dragon, I've cast a game or two of his. Always look for him to pop off. Definitely could be a sleeper pick. But Ascension, I know a lot of these guys. Green Glow, I've seen what Green Glow can do. How could you not know Rocker Man?
Of course.
Literally the admin of the league. I've seen Alpha play. He's really solid, and I think Reed is also. I don't. It doesn't. He is in the lobby, and I know Reed can kind of be that X factor. If he's doing well, the team's doing well. If he's not, then we could see Ascension struggle a little bit.
Definitely interested to see what goes down here. And you drew the attention to the elephant in the room, Rocker Man being on the field. Whether you love or you hate him, man puts in work and gets things done. So hats off to him as we get into this first game. Ascension versus the Tigers. Right now, Reed is going to take possession of the ball and try and make something happen. Gets it to the front, but Blazing is able to push it out to the side. That dangerous ball almost put on net. Reed in the midfield sends it back to Reflex. Reflex is going to go up, get his second touch, but he's going to get dunked. Rocker Man trying to make something happen. Sends it out to Green Glow. Green Glow puts it into the net, but it's going to get sent by Blazing. Rocker Man off the back wall. Reflex into the corner. Off of Green Glow to the mid. Fusion is there, but he's going to shoot it wide. Blazing is going to come off the sidewall, send it down. Green Glow's there to catch. He sends it up, but Fusion's going to keep the pressure. Rocker Man in the mid. Reflex. As we're just under a minute gone from this match so far, neither of these teams has really been able to generate very much offense here, Squirrel.
Yeah, and I think with both teams playing with their lowest MMR player, possibly their subs. Oh, and as I say that individual Reed scores a goal. A great pass by Green Glow as Reed, already downfield, hits the open net.
Coming out of nowhere and catching Tigers on their heels as they left that empty net. I don't think they were expecting such a quick counterattack from Ascension, but good pass from Green Glow right there, and Reed being able to make it happen for his team. Rocker Man trying to also make something happen, but Fusion is going to be able to clear it out. Reflex gets a flick past one of the defenders, but Rocker Man is going to block it in the midfield. Fusion off the back wall. Blazing Dragon's there. He's going to also put it off the back wall. Green Glow, awkward, able to make the touch, but Reflex played patiently. Reed able to get the 50 in front of his net. Blazing Dragon's up, but he has the 50 with Rocker Man and is not able to get it past him. Fusion's going to put one on, but Green Glow able to make the stop there. Good save from him. The ball is going to go to the mid. Fusion pushing it back into Ascension's defensive zone. Reflex going to put it off his back wall. Try and make the touch, but he's going to miss. Rocker Man slowing it down, trying to get it past Blazing, but Blazing is able to make the stop right there. Tigers maybe needs to turn up the aggression a little bit here, Squirrel.
Yeah, it seemed like that first minute was kind of both teams figuring each other out. And now that they've done that, I look for aggression to put on the offense as Fusion, with the ceiling shot, buries it past the defense.
Both times I've gone to pass this to you, somebody's managed to score here. Kind of I wouldn't even call it a Cass's curse at this point, but definitely coincidental, as Tigers are going to go up 1-1, tie up the match here. Oh, that could be dangerous, but Blazing is able to get back to it. Fusion going to make the touch, but Reflex is going to send it back to him in the midfield. He doesn't get the touch he's looking for. A bit of a double commit coming out from the Tigers there, but Ascension is not going to be able to capitalize on it. The ball gets pinched by Reed all the way down. Fusion with the touch. That could have been dangerous. Reed was there. Rocker Man is up, and what a beautiful aerial from him.
Yeah, just really kind of sloppy clears by the Tigers, and Reed gets a great pinch, and Rockerman is there to seal the deal as he gives them the lead 2-1 with just over 2 minutes left.
And as I said before, say what you need to say and feel how you need to feel, but Rockerman puts in work both on and off the pitch, as he's going to send Ascension up right there. 2-1 in the match. A little under 2 minutes left. So Tigers are going to need to make something happen. They're running out of time at this point. Reed from the backfield tries to get it past the defenders, but is unable to. The Green Glow is there. Puts one on, but it's just wide. Hits the post. Fusion able to get the clear, but Green Glow is going to keep the pressure. Blazing puts it up. It's in the mid. Green Glow misses his touch. Rockerman is going to put one on net, and Tigers were not ready.
Green Glow didn't miss his touch. This was a fake, and he left the ball for Rockerman, and Rockerman snipes it dead center of the net. And the Tigers need to figure something out because their defensive rotations just aren't looking very good right now.
I can't disagree with you there. My apologies to Green Glow for calling that a miss when it was in fact a fake. Rockerman trying to put another one on net. Oh, he's not able to get the double. As Reed was up trying to help him out. Green Glow keeping the pressure up for his team. Rockerman's going to miss his touch. Blazing is there to make the clear. Fusion's there for the redirect, and it's almost on, but it gets sent down. This could be in, but it's just wide. Blazing able to get underneath it and clear it out. Reed's keeping the pressure for Ascension. Rockerman in the corner sends it up, but Reflex is able to get there for the clear. Green Glow not able to get it past the defender in the midfield. Fusion puts it in front of the net. This could be dangerous. Blazing's there, and he's going to put it in.
And this is one of the things I like about this Tigers team. Their mechanics are so good. Like, Fusion makes a great touch to put the ball down for Blazing, and Blazing, reading it perfectly, gets there, beats the defender, and puts it in the goal.
That's exactly what the Tigers needed right there. 47 seconds on the clock. They're only down by 1 in this game 1. They still have a chance to come back, at least tie it up, and even take the lead and take the game. We're going to see as we get closer and closer to the end of the match. 30 seconds remaining. Fusion puts it out to the mid, but Green Glow's there to take it from him. Green Glow going to try to follow it, but Reflex able to make the touch and get it around him. Fusion is going to get an odd touch sending it back, but he's able to follow it. Green Glow is going to take it from him, keep the pressure for Ascension. He misses his second touch trying to get it mid. Blazing Dragon is going to get it past. He sends it over to Reflex. A bit awkward there for him. Reflex trying to find his touch off the wall, but he's not able to. Green Glow is going to send it down. The ball only has to touch the ground for Ascension to win at this point. And Rockerman's going to go ahead and stat pad a little bit as he's going to come in with the hat trick there.
Yeah, Psycho, you took the words right out of my mouth. Is Rockerman putting in the 0-second game-securing goal for the hat trick. I can't blame him, though. Everyone wants a player of the week every now and then.
Definitely can't blame him, and I can't think of very often. I don't believe Rockerman's gotten player of the week very often. I could be wrong about that. Not to say he's never got it, but I don't remember seeing his name up there a lot. So if he does, and it looks like he's currently on par for, congratulations to him.
Definitely. With a stat line like that, 500 goals, 75% shooting, and a save, you're definitely making a case for player of the week there.
Most definitely. And it looks like we might be having a little bit of technical difficulties here as people are leaving the lobby. So definitely bear with us here for just a few moments as we try and get everybody back onto the pitch as quickly as possible to bring you back into this Rocket League action. But in the meantime, Squirrel, from your analytical point of view, you definitely can give some better insight than myself on that last match. What do you think? It was a close match, but what do you think the Tigers need to change up to going into this game 2?
Well, I think they're just the fact that they played a 5-minute series against them, they're already going to start off more comfortable than they started in game 1. And I think that's going to help a lot. But the defensive rotations seemed a little cramped. They need to spread out and get a solid rotation going on to make those clears easier. Hopefully secure some midfield boost and just honestly just get the ball out of their half. And Ascension did a great job of keeping pressure that game.
I definitely don't disagree with you there. And it looks like we're finally able to get the lobby up, and all we have to do at this point is wait for the players to get in, and then we can get right back in this action for you, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Squirrel, I definitely agree, and I'm hoping that what you are saying comes true because, I personally don't have any sort of bias in this particular match. Tigers Ascension, either one could win, and it's good for me. But what I'm here to see is some good Rocket League. I would love to see a Game 5 OT from these guys.
Yeah, definitely. You can never have too much content here on stream. And one thing I would like to point out is Rockerman, whose ping is still really bad, asked for that reset. Rockerman popped off in game 1. So if the server gets better and his internet gets better, then I look for him to have a big series.
That is something that's definitely worth pointing out because I did not even realize that is what was happening right there. Rockerman asking for the reset, but he is having some ping issues, so another hats off to him as he's able to pull through it. And oh my goodness, Reed coming in, able to not take it from Rockerman, but capitalize off of Rockerman's forward pass right there.
Yeah, a great touch by Rockerman, and Reed just being that annoying first player bumps the defense. They make a bad touch, and he secures it off of that. A great start if you're an Ascension fan.
Just under 15 seconds having gone by for them to get that first goal, almost allowing them to get the early flow of this game. Rockerman in the midfield trying to make something happen, just barely clips the ball, but Reed's going to find it in the midfield. Fusion able to pinch it out of his own corner. This could be dangerous if they can't get to it. Green Glow is going to hit it to the side, and Reed, with a good reaction, is able to clear it out. Rockerman on the back wall isn't able to find the touch. Blazing Dragon isn't able to get his shot on. Green Glow playing patient. Patience is going to pay off for him. He's able to get it over the defender in the midfield. Fusion's going to take it from him, though. Fusion off the back wall. He's going to put one on, but Reed is there. Good read from Reed. I love stuff like that, Squirrel, being able to say the same word, and it means something completely different.
Yeah, definitely a coincidence there, as Reed is having a stellar game here in the first 2 minutes. And honestly, Tigers aren't looking bad. It's just that first 15 seconds really hurt them.
I don't disagree with you there. They are playing really well. Sometimes unfortunate mistakes will happen straight out the gate like that, and hopefully they don't allow it to lead them the rest of this game. As we see ridiculous reflex, which I'm assuming this person changed his name mid-match, but I'm not 100% sure. Tries to make something happen for his team. Rocker Man's going to put it up in front, and Greenglow is trying to get there, but he doesn't need to, as Rocker Man had an easy shot on an empty net.
Yeah, a great touch, a difficult touch too by Reed, and Rockerman, all he had to do was put it on net, and he certainly did. And Ascension's counterattacks are looking really solid right now.
And even though in Rocket League, everybody wants to go fast, sometimes you got to remember that slow and steady will win the race. Reflex going to put it on, and Fusion's up, but he's not able to find the double as Blazing Dragon is going to keep the pressure for his team. It's in front. It's dangerous. Greenglow with a bit of a double commit, but it's okay. He's able to get the ball out along with his teammate. Fusion trying to make something happen. Finds a odd, looked like he got a flip reset, but ended up working not in his favor.
Yeah, it looked like Fusion's trying to do a little too much here, trying to get a little too fancy. When that ball's on your back wall, you want to just get that out of there, and hopefully to a teammate, not the other team.
Most definitely, the big clears are what was what you're wanting to hope for in those situations, as you were saying. But something happened there. Fusion is going to follow the ball, try and get a pinch to the mid, but it gets blocked. Rocker Man with some good pressure. He's going to send it to the corner. Is he going to stick with it? No, he's not. He goes for the bump, and the bump is going to put Blazing out of position and allow Reed for an easy shot.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't show up on the scoreboard, but Rockerman displacing that defender just opens the net up wide for Reed, and Reed with 100% shooting right now is going to hit those.
And with 2 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock, Ascension is up by 4. They are absolutely dominating Tigers at this point. And as you were saying earlier, Squirrel, the Tigers were playing really solid for the first half of the match, but it seems like Ascension is sort of snowballed at this point as Rockerman is going to come in for another one.
Rockerman should change his name to Cleanup Crew, because Gringo fed that one to him, and Rockerman, playing that good third man role, just buried it. And no one from the Tigers was there to challenge, and if they want to win this game, they're definitely going to have to pick that speed up.
I agree with that. Ascension actually playing out of their minds right now as Greenglow almost able to pop off and get another one. He's just barely going to miss. Fusion is going to try and find a mid-touch. He finds it, and Blazing's there, but good defense from Reed as Rockerman sends it out to Reflex. Reflex is up. Reflex puts it down. Reed off the back wall is able to clear it to the side. Reed pops it up. Blazing Dragon to Reflex. Rockerman, that was an odd exchange that came through right there, but it worked out in Tiger's favor. Fusion off the ceiling, not able to make the touch. Rockerman's going to find the 50 with him. Reed puts it to the side. We have just barely over 1 minute. Squirrel, is it even mathematically possible at this point, do you think, for Tigers to make a comeback?
Technically, yes. But for that to happen, Ascension would have to give up a goal right now and then not touch the ball for 4 consecutive kickoffs, which it does not look like that's going to happen, as Ascension just keeping the ball high into the air, burning as much time as possible.
So the Tigers' comeback not impossible, yet highly improbable, becoming harder and harder with each passing second. We only got 38 seconds left on the clock. Rockerman trying to bully the ball in, but Blazing Dragon's going to come and 50 it out. He's able to get several 50s. Fusion coming in to help him out. Bit of a double commit, but they're not going to get punished for it. Rockerman's going to put it up in front of the net. Ridiculous. Reflexes finding his touch, but it was still dangerous, and there was a good save coming from Fusion right there, but Ascension's, oh my goodness, Rockerman almost able to air dribble that in. Ascension's pressure right now is absolutely astounding, as the ball only needs to touch the ground for them to take this win, and there it is.
Yeah, Ascension is playing out of their mind. Rockerman, it looks like he's peaking at the moment, playing a phenomenal game. Just 5 goals. Oh my goodness. If you're the Tigers, you have to just forget about it. Try to move on. That game never happened.
Yeah, the Tigers absolutely got to be on their heels right now. And having just come from a loss myself, I'm definitely feeling for them at this point. But they are definitely set up for a reverse sweep at this point. Maybe they can make some sort of change to their mentality or play style to start moving forward with that, ominous task of reverse sweeping.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard task. I just faced it last series and couldn't get it done, and this is when the team needs to start getting hyped. They need to believe in themselves that they can do it, and then they need to go out there and make it happen, which is the harder part.
I agree. I agree. And it looks like the server just went down for maintenance, unfortunately. As I said earlier, everybody please try and bear with us as we are having server issues and ping issues, but we are trying to get through this as best we can and get back into the action for everybody as soon as possible. But go ahead and take this time to talk about how amazing Ascension played in that. I mean, they really did pop off. They toggled.
Oh, definitely. And if Ascension just does the same thing this game, it's a sweep, guaranteed. Uh, Tigers, they have to find a way to deal with the speed that Ascension is bringing right now. They are cutting everything off at the midfield. They're keeping it in the Tigers' half. They're stealing boost. They're going for those bumps, and the Tigers are doing nothing right now to counteract that.
And I know the Tigers got what it takes to do what they need to do. Um, it just, sometimes you just get in that mental state or you just get into that rut. I think you guys call it malding. I still never understood fully what malding means, but I think it's somewhere around like slumping, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and it looks like we have a possible roster change. Uh, Rio coming in? Was Rio always there?
No,
No,
I think Rios came in for Reflex because I think
Rio
Reflex
came for Reflex.
went to ridiculous Reflex, and then now he's in for Rio. Maybe, there's been times where I've just having a bad day, and I kind of wish that there was a sub for my team that could come in and play for me because I'm just not getting the touches that I normally get or what have you. So maybe he was having a day like that.
I kind of just assumed that that Reflex changed his name again. And as you see, Reed also changed his name. He is now Reed New Controller Cable. So we'll see how that affects his gameplay.
Most definitely, Green Glow off of the side, trying to make something happen. Rio, the new player, who I'm pretty sure it is a new player because he's got a different profile picture. So, and I believe it is the name of their fourth. I would have to look at the roster to know for sure, but maybe we'll see if that is the change that they need. Rocker Man with a demo on Fusion. Green Glow keeping the pressure up for Ascension. Remember, this is game 3. Ascension is up by 2, so they only have to win this right here to sweep. The Tigers are going to be looking to go ahead and give them an upset reverse sweep themselves. Blazing Dragon able to make an amazing save. Rocker Man put a nice shot on net right there. The ball's going to go over. Reed's going to send it back to the mid. Rocker Man is there. He's going to put it on, but Fusion able to make the stop. And I just noticed that Fusion looked like had a bit of a card change himself, so maybe, I believe he was playing with the Finnick earlier, so maybe he wasn't quite feeling that. Do you ever find yourself doing that, Squirrel?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like you throw it to me and Rocker Man
There it
scores.
is. That's what it has been the whole series.
If you want a goal, just send it to me and we'll make it happen. But Rocker Man playing lights out, no fear, just holding down boost to get to that ball first, and the defense once again not looking so great from the Tigers as Rocker Man starts things off nicely here in this opening 2 minutes.
Ascension taking that early momentum, exactly what they need to go ahead and secure this sweep for themselves. But yeah, Squirrel, let's see if we can do this again. I'm going to send it back to you about, do you ever change your car? Do you ever feel like, oh, I'm just not feeling the Octane right now, so let me switch to the Dominus or, what have you?
Yeah, definitely. If sometimes my car just decides to feel heavier, so just switching that can help. And sometimes if I know that my team just needs a big clear, I might switch to the Dominus and get those Dominus flicks downfield.
I definitely know about that. The Dominus just seems to get those really powerful touches a lot easier than anybody else. As Gringlow is going to put one on. As we're reaching the halfway point, the Tigers really need to start thinking about making something happen at this point. Blazing Dragon trying to find something in the midfield, but isn't able to. Rio is going to put it up. He's going to follow. He's going to find the second touch. This could be dangerous. Fusion's there, almost able to make the second touch. He's going to go ahead and find it on the ground, though. Wow.
Yeah. And now I understand why they brought Rio in, because Rio, with a great pass, bar down, almost gets it, but Fusion is in the right place at the right time, and he gets a great goal to tie things up.
Unfortunate he missed that double touch. That would have been an absolutely brilliant redirect off of the crossbar, but he was still able to pull it out with a good recovery right there, putting the Tigers into a position where they're tying now. So hopefully they can move forward and turn this into a win, send this into a game 4, and bring everybody some much more wanted Rocket League action. Rocket Man in the midfield is going to send it towards net. That was on, but Blazing able to make a stop. Fusion able to get a good push to the mid right there, but they weren't able to make anything happen off of it. Reed with a flip reset, but he's not able to do anything with it as Fusion is going to come. That was an odd bounce, but it worked for him. Rocker Man is going to clear it out. Gringlow in the mid puts one down. It's going to go wide. Gringlow again back to the mid. Rocker Man pops it off the top. Is able to get a second touch over Rio. Reed's going to come in and take it from him. Put it to the mid. Can something happen? Fusion with the touch, but this could be dangerous. Gringlow's up. Not able to find it off the backboard. Rocker Man is going to keep the pressure. Send it to the mid, but Blazing Dragon is going to go ahead and clear it out. Rio is going to continue the clear with a minute left. Woo! That was quite the exchange right there. Squirrel's Ascension just applied an epic amount of pressure.
Yeah, they did, and what's good to see from the Tigers is that they didn't fold this time. Their defense, since putting Rio in, is looking much more solid, and it's only a matter of time before the Tigers take a game.
And that's almost a dangerous ball. Gringlow is going to send it to the side, and I definitely hope you're right there, Squirrel. I would love to see Tigers take this game and move us into a game 4. Gringlow with the side clear. Going to come off the sidewall, find the touch. He finds another touch. Down to Rocker Man. Rocker Man puts it on, but Rio, with his good defense that he's been showing us so far, is going to go ahead and stop it. Gringlow puts it up, but Blazing Dragon's able to take it from him, sends it out to Reed. Reed to Rio in the mid. Rocker Man is going to try and touch it, but the ball's going to touch it. We're going to go into overtime in this game 3, 1-1. Ascension versus Tigers. This could be it for Tigers right here, right now, Squirrel, if they do not find the back of that net.
Definitely, and the pressure is on if you're a Tigers fan, because nothing says nerves like one goal separates you from the sweep.
I know it's true. Most of us watching this right now have been in this exact position that Tigers is in. Palms absolutely sweaty, just gripping your controller and or mouse and keyboard to the point that you feel like you might break it. As Rio is going to be up, he's going to find a touch. Can he find a second? No. Rocker Man is going to take it from him, but he's going to get doubled on. It's okay as it goes to the mid. Reed's going to put one on the backboard. Rio with a stop. This could be dangerous, but nobody from Ascension was there to capitalize on the awkward position of the defender. The ball's up. Rocker Man puts a pock shot on net. It's going to go just wide. Rio with a 50. Rocker Man's there applying an immense amount of pressure, but he's not able to get it past this Tigers defense. They're doing such a good job right now. That is up off the back wall, but Gringlow is going to find it, put it to the side. Blazing is going to put it out to the mid. Reed able to get the dangerous ball out. He's trying to follow. He does. Puts it to the mid, but it's going to get cleared by the Tigers. Minute 30 so far in this. Oh my goodness, this could be it. Rio able to remain calm and get it out to Fusion, and Fusion with a huge redirect. Wow.
Yeah, the great mechanics out of the Tigers all series long, and it's just a matter of time before they connect. And Rio with a great pass to Fusion. Fusion reads it in the air, puts it in the bottom of the net. What a great play! And if you're a Tigers fan, that's what you like to see. Hopefully, that can swing the momentum in their favor, and maybe we get a game 5 out of this.
I would definitely love to see that. No matter who wins the game 5, I just want to see a game 5, and I love it when the game 5s go to OT. But the Tigers able to pull that out. Some really good gameplay from both sides. I mean, we've been seeing Ascension just be commanding so far, but it was obviously, nothing against Reflex, but Rio was the move to make in this particular series.
Right, and I've said it since game 1. The Tigers need to fix their defense. And what does Rio do? Not only does he get 2 assists, but more importantly, he ends the game with 4 saves. He's really that rock right now that the Tigers needed.
Mad respect to Rio. My hat's off as I consider myself a third man. And actually, on Monday, I'm not about myself or anything, but in my game Monday, one of my games, I was able to pull down 6 saves, which I think is the most I've ever personally pulled down in a match. So I was pretty proud of myself. So hats off to Rio and the 4 saves there. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're having some technical issues. These servers just don't want to cooperate with us. But man, that was a really good game. What are you predicting for game 4 here, Squirrel? Do you think that we're going to see Tigers collapse here? Do you think that they're going to be able to carry this?
I think a lot of it is going to depend on this opening minute. If the Tigers can hold off for the first minute and use their momentum, they can take this game. But if Ascension comes out and buries one earlier, that might be the crushing blow for the Tigers. It might get them down and they might kind of give up. But hopefully, we'll get to see them push through and see their resiliences as they try to take this one the distance.
Most definitely. I fully agree with that statement. And it looks like we're just going to need a couple more moments as the remaining players are filtering into this lobby. And there we go. Everybody's in, and our players are taking the field as we get into this game 4. Ascension is going to lead the series 2-1. So Tigers have to win this, or they're going to go home for the night with a loss added to their record, making them 1-7 and sending Ascension up to what were they? 4-3, so 5-3, I believe it would be. Is that right? Did I got that right? Okay, cool.
Yes,
I'm so bad with numbers, but right here, right now, Blazing Dragon's going to go ahead and try and make something happen for his team. Rio playing that third man, Fusion off the back wall, puts it in front of the net. That was almost dangerous, but he was able to get the second touch. Reed waiting in the midfield. He's going to 50 with Blazing Dragon. Rio is going to take his time, but Green Glow is going to come in. What an angle from the Green Glow.
Oh my goodness, Green Glow. What a great shot off to the side, just super speedy. And that's a hard shot to save no matter how fast you react, as he puts it in the top corner.
And that is the first time, I believe, in this series that we've seen Green Glow sort of step into the limelight. And I would just like to point out, I got to play with him a little bit last season as he was on the Vipers, and I got to sub up from the Vikings a few times, and he is absolutely goated. He really, really is a very mechanical and fast player, so it's good to see him finally step into the limelight in this series.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of these players here have a lot of talent. One of my first encounters with Rockerman, I played a bi-weekly tournament, and his team absolutely smacked me. So a lot of talent in this Ascension roster, and the Tigers, they need to step up if they want to tie this one up and not get sent home early.
Most definitely, as we see Ascension right now trying to make something happen. Reed coming in, trying to get that third man aerial, but it's going to just bounce off the post. Blazing not able to find his touch. Reed is going to come with it, but not able to make anything happen as it floats in the midfield. Gringo is going to try and take control of it. He 50s with Fusion, but Fusion's going to win it. As it comes off the sidewall, Reed It's going to send it down to Gringlow. Gringlow trying to get the redirect, but it's going to go to the side instead. Fusion's up. Fusion touches down to Rocker Man in the corner. Rocker Man's going to send it out with a big clear. And it looks, I cannot see the timer on my screen, Squirrel, so I'm not exactly sure where we're at as far as time. It appears as though my game might have glitched out a little bit here.
Yeah, so with just over 2.5 minutes left to play, Rio puts a great shot on net, and now it's time for one of those Ascension counterattacks, and this is what I've really looked forward to this whole series, is how well this team puts together their offensive attacks.
And it is looking really good right here as I'm noticing that actually my whole HUD has disappeared. Fusion coming in and able to make it happen for his team right there.
Yeah, a good little tap off the wall to himself, and those are really tough to read, especially when you expect the first one to go in. Great shot by him. And Psycho, maybe if you try tapping circle a few times, that usually helps me.
Yep, that's what I did. Thank you for helping the boomer out who doesn't understand how to work computers or technology. Gringlow in the backfield, able to make the touch. Rocker Man coming off the sidewall, trying to make something, a clear happen, but not able to. Blazing is going to keep the pressure for the Tigers. The ball sent up. It's in front of the net. Rio is up. Can he make something happen? No. Rocker Man is going to go ahead and send it to the side. Blazing in the mid, off the back wall. This could be dangerous as it's missed by Ascension. Fusion's going to send it back to Rio. Rio with the touch. Rio looking for the follow, but Gringlow's going to get the demo on him. Rocker Man's going to send the ball out. Reed, 50s. This could be dangerous. Rocker Man's there, but Blazing with a big save. We got a couple of misses coming out in the midfield. Rocker Man, 50 in with Blazing. That does not go in his favor. Reed is going to have to 50 for the save. Able to make it. Gringlow trying to get a counterattack going, but Blazing is going to set up a counterattack of his own. He's there, but he's not able to get it on net. Fusion trying as well, but it's going to get blocked. Reed, 50s in the midfield, excuse me. Gringlow tries to make something happen. Can't get it past the defender. Gringlow is going to send it up. He's going to follow. This is, almost able to get a mechanical goal there, but a good save from Blazing Dragon comes out. He's going to keep this game at 1-1 for the Tigers. Just under a minute here, Squirrel. And this is some spicy action.
Yeah, that was a great save on defense. As you expect the shooter to hit those, and he read the miss well and made a great save. And if you're a Tigers fan right now, you are excited as they seem to be having the pressure and can quite possibly force a Game 5 here.
I'm sure most Tigers fans are on the edge of their seats, much like myself right now, as I'm very, very hyped about this. 15 seconds left, and this looking like it's going to go into overtime unless Rio not able to get the last second goal. He puts one on, but it's going to get blocked away. Fusion, this could be dangerous, but Blazing is able to clear it out to the side. It's going to touch down, and we're going to go into overtime here, Squirrel. I'm really liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I am too. And if you're in overtime, you're looking at Rio, hoping that he pops off like he did last game. Right now, he's at the bottom of the scoreboard with nothing but 3 shots, and if they can work him in, then they'll take this one, no problem.
Fusion almost able to take it right then and there, but Gringlow able to make the stop. This could be dangerous. Rocker Man puts it in front of the net, but nobody from Ascension is there to capitalize. Reed is going to try to control it a little bit, coming off the sidewall, gets a touch. Blazing with the stop. Gringlow tries to put it back on. It's going to be wide, but Rio is going to get the touch and send it further. Fusion able to make the patient play, get it past Rocker Man, but Gringlow keeping the pressure, not able to find the follow, unfortunately. So Rocker Man also is going to keep the pressure. Reed puts it up. Gringlow's up. This could be dangerous, but Rio able to have that solid defense that all you Tigers fans are counting on and keep the game going. 1 minute having gone by so far. Blazing's up. He's not able to beat Gringlow to the ball. Rio gets beat by Reed. It's up. Fusion is going to touch it to the side. He's a little bit awkward, but he's going to go for a back pass, it looks like. Rio's waiting for it. He hits it over one. He 50s past the second. Blazing comes up, gets it in the midfield. Gringlow's going to find it off the sidewall. Send it down. Fusion is going to try and slow things down. This might be dangerous. Reed puts it off the backboard. It's up. Rio tries to get one, but it's wide. Green Glow letting Rocker Man take it, but he's going to take the boost. As it goes down, Green Glow is there. Tries to put it on, but Rio to the side. Fusion and Blazing are going to double, but it's okay. They're not going to get punished for it as Green Glow puts one on. This is dangerous. Rio has to stop it, and he does. What a save from Rio right there. As Blazing trying to get it out of his side. Oh my goodness, the pressure from Ascension right now, Squirrel, is absolutely amazing, and the defense from the Tigers.
Yeah, both teams are doing a great job finding each other. Green Glow to Rockerman, everyone. As I say that, Green Glow secures it with a great half volley, just to the top corner. Nearly impossible to save as Fusion just couldn't quite get there. What a great series and a great turnaround if you're a Tigers fan.
A fantastic series. GG's to Ascension, able to come out the victors on this. And I'm not sure if that's going to clinch their wild card or not. I'm not sure how all that stuff works, but it's definitely going to help them. Unfortunately, the Tigers are going to have to go home with a loss tonight, putting their record at 1-7, I believe. Definitely feels bad for them. I know how they feel, my record being similar, but yeah, as you were saying, Squirrel, that was some really good stuff coming out from both teams.
Yeah, if you're an Ascension fan, you're definitely happy with how they played. Games 1 and 2 were absolutely amazing out of them. And on the flip side, if you're a Tigers fan, you kind of know what they need to work on, and they played games 3 and 4 so much better. And if they can just find that again in the early part of the series, then we might have seen a different outcome.
I can't disagree with you there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to wrap us up for tonight. Definitely the way that we love to end the night right there with a really, really good matchup from both sides. And thank you, as usual, everybody that came out to support us tonight, showed up for the stream. Thank you, Squirrel, for joining me here in the booth. It's always a pleasure to share my casting time with you.
Yeah, it was great to be here. Definitely enjoyed some good Rocket League. And if you don't already, please follow Nemesis. Follow us on the socials. Don't forget about those. Uh, I know there's a Twitter, Instagram. Join the Discord. We'd love to have you if you are not already. Thank y'all for coming out.